Okay. All right. What do you? Go ahead. Make your little spiel.
Welcome to the first show of Unintentional Argument. I'm here with my brother Sharif, Weedy.
What up, people?
And today, I already told you before, I don't know if you remember, but I said the first show is going to be about drugs and alcohol. And,
I'm sorry, I've been beckoned.
yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
So, like, the whole thing about the whole drug and alcohol situation is, like, first of all, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do anything of that nature. When it comes to the smoking, well, this man, he does it. You know, he drinks or whatever. Yeah, he hasn't drinking in a long time, but he's, as you can see, he's you'll get that out of here. But so he does. You know, his name is Reefer for a reason, because he smokes reefer. You know. But anyway, like there's been, you know, they got parents and, you know, they smoke around. I mean, they don't smoke around the kids, but they smoke in the house or whatever, the same place as the children. And it might be in a, you know, in a room, you know, but sometimes you still can smell the smoke or you still can see it or whatever. And then sometimes the parents, it seems like the parents, they're you know, they'll go ahead and let their child smoke with them at a certain age. And it's been like that for a long time now.
At a certain age, they let them do it.
Yeah, at a certain age. So, like, there's a lot of young teenagers, you know, smoking weed or, you know, and drinking, and I've witnessed a lot of them.
He's seen a lot of them.
I witnessed a lot of stuff, you know, young sex and all that stuff. So,
that's a subject for a different show.
Yeah, it's a different show. Well, I've always been around people smoking cigarettes or smoking weed or drinking my whole life. So, and then it's like the people been offering, you know, they offer me, hey, you want to smoke or you want to drink? I'm like, nah, whatever. I have drank before, yes. I have drank before,
once or twice.
But it's not a thing to me. I never drank till I got drunk, or I never got, like, I got tipsy one time, and that was it. I was like, okay, I know what tipsy feels like, you know, that's it. But as far as weed, you know, smoking weed, I never tried weed, so I can't actually downplay weed as far as me saying it's not good for you or whatever. I can't say anything about it because I never actually tried it. But as far as I don't think that, like, young kids and teenagers or whatever, I don't think they should be smoking or drinking or anything like that. In other countries, they got people, you know, sometimes they got kids smoking and whatever, kids drinking at whatever age. I don't know. But yeah, so my thing is, I'm gonna ask him, my brother, like, the first time you smoked a cigarette, what was that about? Like, how did it feel good, or feel bad, or did you like it, taste good, taste bad? What was that?
Actually, the first time that I smoked a cigarette in my life, I was about 9 years old. Okay?
Wow.
Because I grew up in a house where 4 out of the 7 people that lived in the house smoked cigarettes.
See, you know what I'm saying?
Okay? And as most little kids who grew up around that do, somebody left a half put out one in the ashtray. And so since I saw everybody else smoking it, I took a pull. I coughed for about an hour. And I didn't try cigarettes again until my first year of high school. I had 1 cigarette, my first year of high school. And I didn't cough, nothing, and I enjoyed it, actually. Then I didn't try cigarettes again until 18, and I've been smoking since then. I used to be a pack a day smoker. Now, I smoke a couple a day. I'm doing better, but it's still a horrible habit, and I do hate it. And I don't like to do it around children at all.
Yeah, that's the thing too. And like, if the smell gets on your clothes,
Oh, God.
And all that stuff. Like, I witnessed that. Like, my children going to school and they clothes and smelling like cigarettes.
There's only but so much work that Febreze can do.
Yeah, exactly. And I even like, because my mother smokes too, and she was smoking, and I had a jacket on, and I went to go see my kid's teacher, and it was like, are you a heavy smoker? Because I can smell that from over here, and I'm like, no, they don't really know that's not me smoking. It's just my jacket, because my mother's been smoking around my jacket, so the smoke was in my jacket, and I didn't really smell it until after I actually started walking out, and when I got out, and it was already too late, so I was like, right. But so they thought I was a smoker. I'm like, no, it's not, because my son had asthma, my youngest son, and it wasn't good, but obviously not good for him to have smoke around him and all that stuff. But yeah, like I said, I've seen teenagers, all type of stuff. He said it was 9 years old, like a 9.
Yeah.
He first started a cigarette. Now, as far as weed go,
now,
very
as far
gay.
as I know, okay, as far as I know, growing up, nobody in my home smoked weed. Nobody in my home dealt with drugs. People smoked in my house, and my uncles may have had a beer occasionally. I never saw any hard liquor or weed in my house when I was growing up. I never touched weed until I was 18.
And that's actually good. I used to go to 18.
I waited until I was 18. Yep.
But yeah, I've seen, oh man, like, seeing people start smoking weed at like age of 10 and
Yes. Yeah. I know a guy. He grew up in Mexico. He's been smoking weed since he was 7 years old. He didn't even learn how to roll up his own weed until he was 13. But he started smoking the little joints and roach clips that his parents and their friends would leave around the house. He started smoking those first. And then his mother caught him at 13. She's the one who made him learn how to roll.
That's crazy. She made him learn how to roll. But yeah, I don't remember, but my mother talked about my father because he died when I was like 5, so I don't remember too much of my father. But she said that my father had caught my brother with a pack of cigarettes one day, and he had a cigarette out. He just had the pack, playing with the pack, and my father said, "What you doing with that?" He took the cigarette out and put it in my brother's mouth and lit it. So, "You want to smoke it? Yeah, smoke it." And my brother didn't know what to do, so he was just sitting there. He was just crying. He had asthma too, so he was smoke was going on his face and stuff. So yeah, if you cut the kids off quick, you teach them early.
Right. That's an example of a parent who scares their children into not smoking because they put them through that painful situation. They don't want to go through that again.
Exactly.
So they associate that pain with smoking. But I think if you educate your child and let them know that smoking is bad and that it is a bad habit, that it's unhealthy for you, you should, as a parent, I feel safe that if I educate my child, they'll be well enough they'll know enough about it at the time so that they can make an informed decision on whether or not to smoke.
Exactly. And it's really crazy because even my brother, I never smoked, but even my sister smoked, my mother smoked. My brother even tried marijuana before, and I witnessed that because he had his ex-girlfriend, and he was like, he told me to go out the room because I already knew what he was about to do, but he told me to go out the room, and then after he said he tried it, he's like, it's nothing. I don't know why everybody is going crazy over it. I don't think he really was smoking because but he was like, it's nothing, But
see,
yeah.
Now that you've been around people who smoke,
exactly.
you know what it really looks like to be high and when you're not really high.
Right, because his eyes was red, but other than that, it was just like,
yeah.
exactly. Well, yeah, it get real crazy to the point where people do stuff, and like I said, people the parents are going with their children. I've seen it, smoking with their children, drinking with their children, and I even witnessed other stuff. But that's why, like I said, another topic,
another show.
another show. But yeah, this is Unintentional Argument. Actually, as you can see, we're not arguing. We're actually agreeing on most of everything. So,
See, I agree with him on the majority of things concerning drugs when it comes to children. When it comes to children, smoking around children and all that, I don't like it. I really wouldn't do it at all, but I have done it. As far as your children and using, I don't see that as being a good idea. I really don't see that as being a good idea. Letting your children see you smoke,
that's another thing too.
that,
Because your children seeing you smoke or drink or whatever, they think is, since you're doing it, it's okay for them to do it. Or even slightly, they might say, oh, at first they might be like, oh, you shouldn't smoke, but then as they get older, they start looking at you like, okay, well, she's doing it, I'm going to do it too with my friends first. Try it with their friends, and the next thing you know, from the friends, then you accidentally catch them or whatever the case may be, and next thing you know, y'all smoke buddies and all types of stuff.
because that's the worst thing you could be, is a hypocrite parent.
Exactly.
Because don't be, okay, if you're going to tell your kids that they shouldn't smoke, they shouldn't do drugs, you shouldn't do drugs.
Exactly.
You shouldn't drink. You shouldn't smoke. If you're going to do it, educate your child about it. Especially if there's even this remote chance that they may catch you doing it. Don't be a hypocrite about it. Both my parents, sports. They played sports. No drugs, no alcohol, no weed, nothing. But they never educated me about it. What I learned about drugs, I learned from school. I saw my mother have maybe one beer her entire life. That's it. My father, maybe during sports, a beer. Okay. But I used to love to drink. I'll never quit weed. The day I changed my name is the day I quit smoking weed. But yeah, just if you're gonna do it and you're thinking your child might catch you, educate them about it first, so that it doesn't make you seem like just a straight hypocrite. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. But I'm gonna do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Also, he's gonna be having his own show soon.
It's a work in progress. The title right now is Pure Speculation, but I'm working on that title. It's going to be a show basically about conspiracy theories and left field kind of subjects. And it's just to spark a discussion between, I know there's a lot of people out there who may have these exact same thoughts, may want to talk about it. That'll be the forum to discuss those things, like aliens and where humans came from and stuff like that. Yeah, it's work in progress.
So he got his thing coming out. He's working on that. As you know, this is Unintentional Argument. If you want more topics or different topics, you can hit my Twitter, Unintentional Arguments. You also can hit Tonight's 1104. That's everywhere. Google, whatever you want to go on. Also, you can hit up Tonight's 1104 on YouTube, as well as Unintentional Arguments on YouTube. So if you want to catch the show, you can go, like I said, go to YouTube, Twitter, or whatever the case may be, and hit me up with topics. Hit my Twitter up with topics. Let me know what y'all want to discuss, whether you want to discuss violence, sex, whatever the case may be. I get into that. We also gonna have some fun shows coming up too as well. Fun shows about music, fun shows about just entertainment in general. And just stay tuned, and I'll post you on some new stuff. I also got my keepmakingentertainment.com that's coming out soon. That's also a work in progress. I have a lot of things coming out right now. I got a lot of music coming out. Mixtape Hell is coming out soon. I'm still working on that. I just actually finished recording some songs. You heard me in there. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So see you when I see you. Out.
That's that one.